Okay, so this look carries on from the previous video of how to contour your face. So I'm just taking my foundation brush. Whatever residue of liquids left on this brush is going to help you to blend in your contour. I always start with the lightest shade first and I blend that in using circular motions and just buffing that into the skin, and then I move on to the darker shades. The brown cream concealer will blend really well into the light shades because they're creamy, so they'll just glide together, so you'll get that really nice warm tone to the brown areas and obviously ever so light appearance to where the highlighter was. You'll notice I've swapped my brush to a flat top kabuki because I just feel you get a smoother finish with this, and the duo fibre doesn't blend the contour as well as it does the foundation. The reason we use a circular motion is because it really does disperse the colour well. You'll find the gradients more consistent as opposed to having dark patches or light patches. If you do find you get any darker sections, you can just use your finger to blend it, but try not to rub too hard as you don't want to disturb the foundation that you've already put on your face. Once you've tried this technique at home on yourself, you really will see how much dimension this adds to your face. It makes such a difference. Right, so now I'm using a flat, wide eyeliner brush and I'm just using black eyeshadow to map out the shape of my eyeliner. I do apologise because my head does keep getting in the way in this tutorial, but there's nothing I can do about that now. So do this one bit at a time to make sure both eyes are symmetrical. Just remember to step back and take a look. Once you're happy with your shape and they both match, you're ready to work into it. To get the bulk of the colour done, because this is quite an intense eyeliner look, I'm using a black face paint. The reason I've chose to use a face paint is because it's quite liquidy. I can water it down as much as I want so I can get a really nice thin layer before I apply the eyeliner. Plus if I go wrong it's easy to remove. An easy way to sort of get this guide shape would be to use your makeup brush from the corner of your nose to the corner of your eyebrow, and that should be as far out as it comes roughly. And for the top curve section I'm not going lower than the socket line. So I keep getting my model to open her eyes so I can make sure that I'm not doing anything lower. To get those defined points, I'm using a thin eyeliner brush, and using a slow steady hand I'm going around to make sure I get really nice sharp lines. Don't be afraid because this will take a few attempts to get it right and also take a while to get it done. You want to make sure that everything's really precise, so really take your time with it. And also keep stepping back and looking to make sure both eyes are symmetrical, and just don't make any drastic lines, just do it little bit by little bit. Once you've got the top curve, you want to then come along the top eyelash line. Line as if you're doing a winged out look, that way you'll get that nice crisp V shape at the corners. A little tip to make these lines more crisp is to use concealer between your brow and your eyeliner. This will also highlight the brow bone, making it more prominent, so it will really define those eyeliner lines, and it'll also tidy up any little mistakes. By the way, on top of the face paint I'm using a gel liner and it's by Inglot and it's number 77, which is just black. So before attempting to do the bottom half, you want to make sure the top half is completely dry before you look up and smudge it everywhere. I'm literally just following under my model's lash line and I'm doing a slight winged effect towards the inner corner. The best way to achieve this is to lay your brush down at an angle a little lower than your tear duct and then pull back upwards underneath your lashes. Just taking a light brown eyeshadow, a matte brown, I'm just using a fluffy brush just to blend down the bridge of the nose either side. This gives a slimming effect, but if you take it right from the top towards the crease of the eye, it just pulls the whole centre of the face in slightly. And again, that's just working on top of the contour we've already applied. As this is for photography, I'm going a bit heavier with my contour, but now I'm going to add a powder as opposed to a cream-based product. If you apply it on a fluffy brush and it goes on quite heavy, you can just use your foundation brush just to blend that in slightly. Next is the lips. I'm just taking Brick Lip Liner by MAC and I'm just lining around Kate's natural lip line. I'm also filling her lips in with this colour. This will give a really good base to work on for the lipstick. As I say in every tutorial, make sure you take the lip liner right to the corners of the lips. I mixed two colours together to get this really nice orangey based red lip colour. I don't remember the numbers, but I know they're by Grimace. And my lip brush is by Kryolan. If you're applying this to a model, make sure they open their mouth so you can get right to the corners and work that right into the crease of their lips. This lipstick's beautiful, it's really satiny and it goes on so nice. Over the top of that I'm just applying Kryolan's new High Gloss Lip Shine in a really nice vibrant red. On top of the mascara I'm applying some lashes by Miss Adoro. I think these might be number 138, I can't be 100% sure, but that number is a really beautiful lash. As I've mentioned before, I don't use tweezers to apply them, I just use my fingers as I can put them right into the lash line and then manipulate them while they're drying, so you want to push them right into the root of the lashes and then flick them up at the ends. While they're drying, I'm just applying some individual cluster lashes. You can get these from anywhere like Boots or Superdrug or any sort of drugstore if you're in America. They're really easy to get hold of. These are great if you've got extreme lashes on your top set and you want to emphasise your lower lash line. What I do is I pull one off, I've put a little bit of glue on the back of my hand, and then I dip the bulb of the lash into the glue, wait for it to dry for a second, and then using tweezers I just place them underneath the natural lashes. Again, if you can manipulate them while they're drying and pull them off of the skin, they look so much better. I wouldn't advise going all the way along unless you want a really dolly look. And then just use eyeliner to paint out any glue marks. And that is that. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.